Lathrop State Park was Colorado's first official state park. It's located just outside of Walsenburg and sits just outside of the Spanish Peaks. This is a map of the area, and then you'll also see the map of the campground that is separated into loops. Really enjoyed our stay, so let's get started. We arrived later in the afternoon. This is just a little bit of information as you pull in about the park. Sorry for all the voiceovers, but I do have my 9-year-old nephew with me, Finn, and he does like to ask a lot of questions. So I still wanted to enjoy the views and the video, but I didn't feel like you guys needed the questions. But we had a really good time. Here's just a quick look around the campsite when we got there. And this is us setting up our chairs so we can take in the sunset. And Finn is helping me. We're going to get a fire going. And we are also going to set up our camping table. The first night we roasted some hot dogs and had s'mores, which is exactly what Finn wanted. We did end up staying in Loop A, Site 38, and a little bit later in the video I will show you a better look around this area as well.
Don't drag it, pick it up.
This is Finn helping me set up the s'mores hot dog station. It's kind of fun to watch kids set up camp and also learn to just appreciate the outdoors. So
yeah, here, I'll help you. Ready? You get the other side, I'll get this side. Okay, ready?
Up we go. Let's go put it by a tree so that it's not too close to the fire.
Okay. You don't want your s'mores to melt.
Yeah, we don't want the marshmallows to be roasted already. Now, hold on. I'm just going to pick it up a bit more and move it a bit.
And the sun was setting fast, so got our fire going. Finn noticed that I had some comics in the firebox, so he had a little light reading before dinner, and the moon was just absolutely gorgeous on this trip. We took in some nighttime shots. Finn was a little bit afraid of the dark, so we got in the van early and had a little tablet time before we went to bed. Day 2, woke up and took in the views a little bit, got Finn some hot cocoa and some breakfast going, and just really enjoyed the morning in the van. I love having everything in one spot. It's just so easy.
What?
Finn and I walked over to the playground. He got to play a little bit, and we went ahead and loaded the bikes on the van so that we could go over to the reservoir and ride on the bike path. This is where we parked the van to take our bike ride. Lots of parking spaces. This was about 9 in the morning on a Saturday. Really beautiful path around the lake. Also, you'll come upon a swim beach, a playground, lots of little picnic huts to have things in. You can boat in this lake, kayak, paddleboard. We did go back to the swim beach in the afternoon and just took in. It was a warm day and lots of people there at that point, had lunch. Really nice end of summer activity, which isn't too crowded as well.
Is it warm?
This is a little bit of the trail that's around the reservoir that Finn and I are riding our bike. Sorry for the camera work here. I was trying to get the camera on the bike. But we did ride around the reservoir. It's a really easy path, easy for all skill levels. A lot of the parts go by the lake, which are nice. Again, wasn't crowded at all. There were families out walking. There were a couple people biking, but in general, it was a really relaxing environment. Finn conquered the bike ride. We had a really good time doing that. Afterwards, like I said, we went over and we went swimming for a bit, and then we treated ourselves to some ice cream. In the afternoon, Finn and I decided to take a walk around the campground. There is a hiking trail that is over off of one of the loops. I believe it was called the Hogback Trail. You can see it in the maps as well. We just walked up. There's a little amphitheater up here at the top of this paved thing. We just went up that part. We didn't do the whole hike, but I think it's a relatively easy hike. Again, there really wasn't that many people out. I think we ran into about one person that was out hiking in the afternoon. So we just enjoyed some time outside, and we went back to the playground, played on the swings, and took in some of these gorgeous views and checked out some of the other loops just to see what was going on. And these are just some videos of us walking through the campground, the playground, in case you're interested in going here. It's not the biggest campground, but it really is well kept and relatively clean. In the playgrounds at the reservoir and up at the campgrounds were very nice as well. There is also a dump station here if you do need to dump, and I did see a couple of water spigots if you do need to refill your water as well. This was Loop A where we stayed. In case you're curious, Loop A was away from the other loops. The cell phone service wasn't as good over here, but I actually really liked the spot we were in because you could see the mountains and it felt a little bit more wide open than the other ones. But I've read some reviews, you just have to decide for yourself, but this is kind of what this loop looks like in case you're curious. This is the site or sites that are by the restroom and the showers. We did not use them, but I did see a lot of people walking to and from the showers. And this is the side that we stayed on. You can see here the gorgeous view of the mountains, which is just really nice in the afternoons. approaching the site that we were in, Site 38, which is in Loop A. As you can see, it's a back-end site. It does have an electric hookup. There's a picnic table, a fire pit, and let's just take a look around. I'll show you. There is a very nice view, which you've probably already seen in some of the pictures that I've shown of the mountains. And it was also shaded, which was nice because it was about 90 degrees this day. We just did a really simple dinner of hamburgers and salad this night. Just took in the views in the evening and just really enjoyed the campsite. As you guys can see, the last day it was really windy. Finn and I did take a walk around the lake, and we took some pictures and some videos and just enjoyed this last summer day, even though it kind of felt like fall was fast approaching. Finn and I headed out at about 11 in the morning, and we made it back to Denver. On the way home, we stopped at Taco Bell, which is Finn's favorite. Hi guys, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. We had a really good time at Lathrop State Park. I do recommend going here. It is hard to actually get a reservation here because it fills up so fast. So my advice is just to either book early or keep checking for openings throughout the summer, because obviously people cancel. It is about a 2-hour and 45-minute drive from Denver, depending on where you are in Denver. Where I live in Denver, it will probably be more like closer to over 3 hours. But picking my nephew up, he lives closer down south in Denver. I do think that this is a great place for families. It's a great place for kids. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of playgrounds. There's a swim beach. There's a golf course. There is a mini golf course. We didn't get over to those, but that would be a really fun activity. The sand dunes are about an hour away, so if you wanted to go do that and stay here, it's probably less crowded. This overall was a great experience. I do hope to go back soon. It would also be a really great place to try to camp in the early spring as well, I think. Although there are a lot of storms over in this area, there's a lot of wind, so you do need to make sure that you either have a weather radio, a good weather app, something to check the weather, definitely in your pocket, because the wind and storms can come up really fast here. So thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.